find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
Smashmouth Footballerz. Introducing Nick Tate, Joe Caldero, Chad Young, Smashmouth Footballerz.
Hey, welcome to Smashmouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
I'm the Shadowhack.
And guys, today we're going to deep dive into Cleveland Browns, and we haven't come up with too much positivity in this one.
No, there's not a lot of positivity going on in this one. No, this is going to be unfiltered truth. We're Saints fans. We have no bias in this at all. We're rating these teams that we've been rating and doing deep dives into them off of pure stats, off of past play, and we're going to get into their offense. Okay, so this is their offensive starters as of right now. Deshaun Watson is listed as the quarterback one. Quinshon Judkins is listed as the running back one. Dylan Sampson, running back two. Judy, Casey Conception, Denzel Boston, and Harold Fannin in an offense now under Monken that's gonna do a lot of heavy personnel. It's gonna do a lot of 12 personnel. So
Todd Monken's always wanted to run the ball.
Yeah.
Todd Monken, that's what he does. He runs the ball. He's got the right back in Judkins. Judkins got hurt last year, but he was able to carry the load. What I am afraid of is the quarterback situation, like we all should be. A lot of noise coming out of Cleveland about the offensive line last year, which was horrible, and Judkins did a lot with a bad offensive line. Okay, they did a good job. Spencer Fondu, they drafted him. Yep. Austin Barber, they brought him in. Mm-hmm. Picker Bell's forward, then they got the veterans. Titus Howard, Elgin Ginton, Zion Johnson. They made a lot of moves. Is it enough? I don't know. You got a new coach. You got a new coach. You got a new offensive line. I don't know. Honestly, God, the unknowns scare me. Unknowns scare me. This is a tough division. They are 5.9% percentage of winning this division. They're not going to win this division.
No.
Casey Concepcion, great story. Like, he has a stutter. I'm so glad he talked at the draft, and I love the guy. Quick. Jerry Judy's never been able to develop from what I thought he was.
Not a number one at all.
Yeah,
I'm hoping Boston becomes the one because he's so big. But you know, they don't. Their number ones are going to be their running backs. You know, and they're going to if Monken's smart at all, he's going to keep the ball out of Shedeur's hands and put it into the running back's hands to keep the game at least close and use up the clock as much as possible and let that defense do what they do. Let's look at some stats, okay, for all these Shedeur Sanders to the Pro Bowl again, or you know, Hall of Fame Shedeur Sanders people out there. Shedeur Sanders had the worst quarterback ranking at 18.9 last year. So to counter that, Dylan Gabriel played 6 games, right? His QBR was 31.4, still bad. And that's all short passes. He didn't throw the ball down the field. Shedeur's record as a starter was 3-4. Dylan Gabriel was 1-5. Shedeur had a lot more passing yards, 1,407 games. Dylan Gabriel had 937 in 6 games. The completions percentage goes to Dylan Gabriel by 3, 56.6 and 59.5. Passing touchdowns are the same, 7. So Dylan Gabriel and him had the same. This is where things get tricky. Interceptions, 10 from Shedeur Sanders in 7 games, and 2 by Dylan Gabriel. Because he was more safe with the ball. Dylan Gabriel was super safe with the ball with the short passes. Passer rating 68.1 for Shedeur, 80.8 for Dylan Gabriel. So looking at that and looking at Monken coming in, and Monken plays a simplified, easy spread offense that's good for a running quarterback, which I don't think Shedeur is.
He looked good scrambling last year. I can't deny that. And they needed that because that offensive line was just horrendous last year. So, look, I will give Shedeur that. There were times where he looked like he was performing magic out there behind the line of scrimmage.
There was some good plays.
But he didn't take care of the ball. That was obvious. He didn't take care of the ball. But the Pro Bowl, they ran out of quarterbacks who wanted to play, a lot of playoff teams that were in there. Daniel Jones got hurt. Let's stick Shedeur in there. He said, yeah. A lot of that was because of his scrambling ability. That's why he made it. I was hopeful Deshaun Watson was going to be able to do this. I was hopeful Deshaun Watson was going to be healthy enough.
He's already resting.
Well, this is the
He's been rested for years.
well.
His arm strength.
Mary Kay Habit, who is one of the best to do it in the business, says that he's got the 2 torn ACL. His whole shoulder was rebuilt. They had him throwing. They had him throwing in camp. They said most he's thrown probably since 2023. He said you could tell by the end of those sessions that it was arm fatigue and the arm strength wasn't the same.
Right.
Scares me.
It does.
Scares me, which means, look, I cannot deny the fact that Deshaun Watson was straight a baller when he was in Houston. The dude was a baller in Houston.
He sure was.
Talking about running quarterbacks, he is also a running quarterback, if anybody remembers.
And he has the ability to throw 30-plus touchdowns because he's done it.
Yeah, but
his upside is very high. But can he
at his
resurge after all the injuries, after his age?
Coming off the couch.
I mean,
getting paid to do nothing but mow the grass at his house.
So this is what they're saying. They're saying that there's no chance that he can make it through a whole season.
Right.
That's what Mary Kay Abbott, that's what they're saying. That's what everybody from Cleveland, the analysts, this is just what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing out of camp and everything from the, I'm not there. I don't know, but this is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing, Andrew Berry said this, the general manager of the Browns said that Shedeur looks phenomenal.
That's what they got to say. They
said he looks phenomenal.
But okay, so let's go, coach, because this right here makes a big difference. The offensive coordinator is different now, and the coach is different, right? They both come from the Ravens, correct?
Yes.
Lamar Jackson is Shedeur Sanders is nowhere near Lamar Jackson. No. Nowhere near it.
Very few quarterbacks are Lamar Jackson.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have said that.
Let's be honest.
So Monken comes in with this simplified 1 or 2 read run type of spread offense. Stefanski should have known when they put Shedeur Sanders in there and invested in him. His days were over in with the Browns because he does a hybrid West Coast, which takes a high quarterback IQ, be able to change on the fly, and be able to move and throw on the move. So with Stefanski, Deshaun Watson might have thrived because he has that. He's done it before, but that's not Shedeur Sanders. So they had to bring in Monken, simplify things down, play to his strengths like in college. And maybe it'll work.
Here's the thing. Shedeur Sanders, because of his popularity, because of his father, because of all these things, he has a lot of help in his pocket. Mm-hmm. His family's good friends with Tom Brady. So the upside of what he has as far as support is there. Can he perform? No. Is he an elite quarterback?
Not at all.
And will he ever get to that point?
No, because, his dad... His dad in Colorado could have possibly been what made him not prepared for the NFL because they played to his strengths there and padded his stats with the short passes, with the sure things, the reads, all for the stats and to get the son drafted or whatever. But he can't throw an out route. He as you can tell, he cannot read a defense. 10 interceptions in 7 games. If you average that out, that's 32 interceptions in a season.
I'm not going to go ahead and put the nail in the coffin already in year 2. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I'm not. Look, when nobody predicts this team to be good.
No,
I don't. No. I think this is a 5-win team.
I predict the defense is good.
I don't.
It may not be as good as last year.
I don't think they're top 5. They're not a top 5 right now.
This is what I'm worried about. Like if they even held on to Schwartz, then I would absolutely love it. Like last year, 6th overall defense, 3rd in passing, 16th in rushing, right? Jim Schwartz is an amazing defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Like, he's just a brilliant defensive coordinator. Always has been. And they got talent. Look, this roster is not like it's devoid of talent. They got talent all over the field. And you lost Garrett, but look, you got Jared Verse. Jared Verse had double-digit sacks. Still good. Yeah, you got Schlesinger. Schlesinger was just a dog last year. He's going to be better this year. You've got pieces. It's got a good roster of good talent. You tried to shore up that offensive line, but you lost your component. You lost Schwartz, who I thought was the most important element on that defense. It's not just
number one, and they went to the Super Bowl because their defense kept them in the game, and all they did was run the ball. They threw when they had to. Can
I say something right now? Like, this is very makes me like just the defense as good as they were last year. The Browns were bad. Best defensive player. With had one of the best defensive seasons ever. You only won a couple games, 5 games, right? Okay. The defense is the offensive line has to gel. All right. The offensive line has to gel real quick with Fannin and you guys, Zion Jackson, Johnson, all that. Well, they have to. And you got Judkins, lean on Judkins. Judkins ran the ball well before he got hurt. You have nothing to pass. It's up for Casey Concepcion going out the backfield. You got Boston. Like, I like the young talent. The defense feels like it has to shoulder more of the load this year. And how can they do that when they were ranked so high last year? Because your offense is going to have time to gel. Like, we don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Like, we're bringing up Shedeur. Shedeur took first-team reps.
Yeah.
He took first-team reps, right? So we are all thinking Shedeur's going to be. You think Deshaun Watson's going to play second fiddle to Shedeur Sanders? No. Especially if he's healthy? No. You got Monken saying, you got Andrew Berry saying, oh, he's going to be Shedeur. I've seen the workouts of Deshaun. I think physically from a specimen, he looks healthy. He looks cut. He looks ripped. He looks like he's in a good mind space from all the videos I see. And then you hear these analysts say his lost arm strength. So, hard division, offensive line has to gel fast. You lost your best player. You're getting a new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator, new head coach, and it's another 5 wins.
What I wish would have happened was when Monken came, he was the offensive coordinator with the Ravens.
Yes.
That he would have brought Tyler Huntley with him. Tyler Huntley would have been a better quarterback than any of them they have over there right now. And he's been learning under one of the best, not the best, but one of the best in Lamar Jackson.
If you got find your quarterback. Find him. This is what this season's about. Find your quarterback because you got 3 of them. You got 3 of them and you don't know which one's going to be. You did a good job. I like the draft for what it's with Fannin and McNeil and the safety you picked up. I like Boston. I love the Casey Concepcion pick. I think he's going to be just in space. He's just going to be a wizard. Look, Judkins is going to be if you're not a PPR, like he didn't give you much value catching the ball out the backfield. But if you want probably 280 to 300 carries by a running back, I think you'll get it out of Judkins.
And Dylan Sampson's not a scrub. He can carry the ball. He can carry the ball.
At times he has, and so you're gonna have to. It's gonna be Monken. Who's surprised by Monken wanting to run the ball and play defense? Like, nobody should be surprised by that. Everyone should be surprised that if it takes off and it's automatic, because it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
The way this team is built defensively and their offensive troubles, right? If their quarterback, whoever may start, and their offense can score 2 to 3 touchdowns, maybe 1 field goal a game, the defense will carry them the rest of the way. But the odds are not in their favor.
Yeah. No, their quarterback isn't on their team yet. And the draft next year was supposed to be this year was supposed to be quarterback heavy. A lot of them didn't come out. Next year's draft is going to be carrying some NFL caliber starting quarterbacks. And I think that if the Browns were smart, they're building their offensive line. They got a strong defense. They got them signed over years. They got 2 very young wide receivers. Judy is just going to be a chess piece later. And they've got Judkins and Sampson. Their quarterback's not there. They can plug and play him next year. And they will win more games than the 4 or 5 they're going to win this year.
Judkins is my favorite fantasy player on this team.
Mine too.
And since we do fantasy football podcasts, we haven't really talked about Judkins. And if they do what we think they're going to do and run the ball a lot, Judkins should be a valuable commodity later in the draft.
Yeah,
I just think that look, if they can get a bolster, because last year, look, that offensive line was terrible. People aren't going into it with a lot of hope this year either. Wait a second. Spencer Fannin, I thought was going to be a great pick. I liked where they picked him. I didn't think it was a reach or nothing else. And they went Barber and Brailsford for depth. And then Titus Howard, look, Jenkins, they got Johnson. Look, they bolstered this thing.
Yeah.
They bolstered it. So, I like that. People were predicting like this could be the 28th ranked offensive line or something like that. No, I think it's going to be higher than that. I don't think it's going to be 28th. Come on now.
It'll be in the high 20s. If these guys gel, like you say, and these are
like
professionals.
22.
Yeah. But what I think what we need to focus on yet is that they don't have a legitimate alpha number one over there, a wide receiver.
Right.
I thought it was Fannin.
And Fannin is going to, like, I'm picking him I took him at the bottom of the 6th round some places because I think his value's high. But last year he was a rookie and they had Njoku. They let Njoku go. He's not surprising people this year.
Yep.
He's not going to surprise.
They're going to be ready for him, but they're going to play 2 tight ends. They're going to have to.
Yeah.
And Stoll is a decent option. He's not anything draft caliber, but he's going to be out there, a big bodied guy. So next year in the quarterback draft, you got Arch Manning, Dante Moore, CJ Carr, and Messmaker as the top 4 quarterbacks, okay, that are going to be drafted. Arch Manning, I'm not sold on him being a immediate out of the gate starter in the NFL, but Dante Moore fits more of what Monken is looking for with what they had with Lamar Jackson. Dante Moore is the quarterback that the Browns need to lose out this year and just run up to the podium and say, Dante Moore, we want him. Even though he's skinnier than any quarterback in the NFL.
Hey, Lamar started off super skinny too.
Yeah, and then he got skinny again. But one thing Lamar has done, and Monken did help him, is he elevated his passing ability year after year after year. But he has that quarterback IQ. He is also 100% invested in his team and not being a social media star and everything else. So, their quarterback's not on their team, and when he does get on their team, this team is going to be dangerous.
5-11.
Yeah.
5-11. I'm gonna let the quarterback situation work itself out. If they were smart, let Deshaun Watson roll as long as you possibly can.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're paying him.
Yeah.
You're paying him.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? You're paying him. I mean, let him tear Achilles after Achilles and tear shoulder after shoulder, and maybe he gives you the better chance to win. I think. You short up the offensive line. I like some of the look. All the talent in the world is on the defensive side. Even with Jared Verse and Myles Garrett gone, I don't think you take a huge hit. I don't think it's that. What does it matter? You won 5 games with the best defensive player in the game. Yeah. So
it doesn't matter. You have to lose.
Yeah,
you need a quarterback.
So
need more than a quarterback.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like. When y'all got rid of your quarterback, when y'all got rid of your coach, when y'all got rid of Stefanski, I said, "What in the?" He brought you to the playoffs 2 times. He won Coach of the Year twice.
Him and Schwartz were a perfect combination.
What did your front office paid a guy who was getting erotic massages and was hurt all the time? That's not his fault.
Nope.
You can restart as many times as you want, but that's the most important position on your team. This is where you are.
It wasn't Stefanski's fault that Shedeur Sanders can't read a defense.
That's not,
not. So they brought in a simpler system with Monken. Stefanski is going to thrive. I mean, in Atlanta with Tua and Penix, they're both smarter NFL players than Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah. So 5-11, 5-11. I got hope for what you're building on the offensive line. I think the defensive line still has a couple holes as far as run stuffing because you were 16th in the run. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about the architect of the defense because Schwartz was the man.
Yeah, he should have got the head coaching job, and he walked out the door when they didn't give it to him. He's going to sit this season on his couch and watch football.
He's always been an amazing defensive coordinator, and
I would want him on my team. There's no way I would let him walk out the door.
Yeah, I love Jim Schwartz. Yeah, I didn't like him too much of a head coach in Detroit, but one of the just amazing defensive minds in the NFL. So good luck to you, Cleveland.
I'm hoping they do better, but I don't think it would be in their best interest to do better.
I don't.
And I would play Shedeur 10 games if he goes 3-10. Put Dylan Gabriel back in there. You got to show both these guys. One of these guys has to go somewhere. You have to be able to trade.
I mean, look at the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't give Tyler Show too much of a chance until right there at the end, and he didn't stop.
Yep, but they put Rattler out there first to show him. Yep. So gave him a chance.
Well, guys, this concludes our episode on the Cleveland Browns. Till next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Calderon.
I'm the Shadow Ike.
And we're out.
Smashmouth Footballers.
This ain't no regular thing.
Artlist.io.
I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. I got it for real. Still keep me going. I wake
Music
up
licensing reimagined.
in the field, man of the town. You've been in your fields. I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty. Either that or your tragedy.